Hello, everyone. This is a story for you. It is about a small village, a young man, and a big dream. It is a story about how motivation can open doors. We all know that learning English is a journey, not a quick trip. Sometimes the road is hard. Sometimes you feel tired. But remember this story. Remember Leela. Her journey is your journey. Listen closely to the sounds of the village of Green Meadow. In the heart of the country, there was a small, beautiful village. The village was called Green Meadow. It was next to a slow, clear stream. The stream made a soft, happy sound. This sound was the voice of the village. The houses in Green Meadow were old and warm. Every house had a garden with bright, colorful flowers. The people of Green Meadow were kind and friendly. They worked hard. They loved their simple life. In this village lived a young man named Leela. Leela was 20 years old. He had a very good job. He worked at the market. Every day, he sold fresh fruits and sweet honey. His market stall was the best in Green Meadow. People liked Leela because he always smiled. Leela was happy, but he also had a secret dream. Every summer, many tourists came to Green Meadow. They came from big cities and different countries. They came to see the green hills and the clear stream. They often came to Leela's market stall to buy his fresh fruit. When the tourists came, they did not speak the language of Green Meadow. They spoke English. Leela wanted to speak to them. He wanted to say, "Hello, this honey is from my bees. It is very sweet." He wanted to ask, "Where are you from? Did you enjoy your day?" But Leela could not speak English. When a tourist came and asked a question in English, Leela felt small and sad. He could only point at the fruit. He could only smile and shake his head. "No, I do not understand." The tourists would smile back, but they would quickly walk away. Leela felt like a small wall was between him and the rest of the world. He wanted to break this wall. One day, Leela said to himself, "I must learn English. I want to learn English. I want to talk to the world." This was his big motivation. Leela's motivation was huge, but the path was hard. Green Meadow had no English teacher, no big school. Leela had only three things: an old, dusty book with simple English words, a radio that sometimes worked, and his will to learn. Leela decided to invent his own system, his English learning mode. First, Leela started with the radio. Every evening, after the market closed, he sat by the stream and listened. The radio played news and music from the big city. The English was fast. It sounded like a rush of wind. Leela did not understand the words. He did not try to translate. He only tried to understand the sound and the rhythm. He listened until the sound felt familiar. He was training his ear to accept the music of the language. This phase taught him the first great lesson. Before you speak, you must absorb. Listen with your whole heart. Next, Leela used his work. Every fruit, every flower, every tool in his stall became an English lesson. He took his old book and found the simplest words: apple, red, sweet, money. When he handed a customer an apple, he would whisper to himself, "Apple, red." When he counted the money, he would whisper, 1, 2, 3, thank you. The first time he tried to speak an English word to a customer, his voice shook. A woman from the city asked, "How much?" Leela took a deep breath. Instead of pointing, he forced the words out. 3 coins. The woman paused, smiled brightly, and said, "Thank you, Leela." It was a small success, but it was a victory. He had chosen action over fear. He realized that making a mistake is not failure. It is simply a way your brain practices. Leela learned the second great lesson. The fear of speaking is always louder than the words you actually say. Be brave. Mode 3. Writing the dream. Leela found an old notebook. He wrote down 3 simple sentences every night. He wrote about his day, his feelings, and his honey. Today, I was tired. My honey is very good. Tomorrow, I will wake up early. His writing had mistakes. His spelling was sometimes wrong, but it forced his brain to think in English. He was building bridges between his native language and his new one. One sentence at a time. Leela did not stop. When he felt tired, he looked at his market stall and remembered the tourists walking away. He remembered his motivation. Persistence became his daily habit. 2 years passed. Leela was not perfect, but he was confident. He could have simple conversations. He was ready. Then came the great test. A huge food company, based in a distant country, heard about the legendary quality of the Green Meadow honey. They sent a representative, a serious man named Mr. Stone. Mr. Stone did not care about the stream or the flowers. He only cared about business. He came to the elder and said, "We want to buy all the honey from Green Meadow for 5 years. We have a contract." The elder was nervous. The contract was long and filled with complex English business words. The village felt helpless again. They were standing on the edge of a huge opportunity, but the language was still a wall. Leela stepped forward. His knees were shaking, but his voice was steady. "Elder, I will read the contract. I will talk to Mr. Stone." Mr. Stone looked at Leela with surprise. "You speak English?" "I speak my English," Leela replied. Leela sat with Mr. Stone. The man spoke quickly, using difficult words for money, shipping, and rules. Leela did not understand all of it, but he used his skill. Simplification. Leela pointed to a complex sentence about the price. "This price is too small," Leela said clearly. "Our honey is not just honey. It is Green Meadow. It is special. It needs a bigger price." Mr. Stone smiled, impressed by the young man's directness. "That is a strong argument, Leela, but the contract says." Leela interrupted him gently, using the simple words he knew. "The contract is paper. The honey is truth. If you want the truth of the quality, you must give the true price." Leela did not fight the legal words. He fought with value. He spoke about the care of the bees, the clean water of the stream, and the unique taste of the honey. He spoke with the passion of the market stall boy who believed in his product. He used simple English words, but they were powerful. Value, quality, trust, future. After 3 hours, Mr. Stone shook Leela's hand. They signed a new agreement, a fair price that honored the village's hard work. Leela had not mastered the whole language, but he had mastered the conversation that mattered. He had used his voice to protect and elevate his home. Green Meadow was safe, and the future was bright. Leela's story ends not with the full stop, but with the new beginning. He continues to sell his fruit, but now, when the tourists arrive, he can say, "Hello, welcome. This honey is the best in the world. It is our family's life. Please try it." His English is still simple, but it is powerful because it is full of purpose. Remember these 3 keys from Leela's journey. Find your fuel. Your motivation is the most important tool. Do not learn for a class. Learn to talk to the world, to share your dream, to break the wall. Be consistent, not perfect. Leela did not learn everything in one day. He worked a little every day. Consistency is the great secret to fluency. Leela's journey is complete, but yours is just beginning. Remember those 3 keys. Remember the power that comes from purpose. Stop pointing. Start speaking. Don't let the wall of silence separate you from your dreams. Choose to say 3 coins instead of pointing. Choose action over comfort every single day. Let the jargon go. Don't worry about the big, complex words. Leela didn't. Focus on the simple, clear words, the foundations. Build your sentences with passion, and your voice will carry more weight than any dictionary. Consistency is king. Leela worked a little bit every day. That daily effort is what saves the village, secures the future, and breaks the wall. You have your motivation. You have your purpose. Now, it is time to turn your listening into speaking. If Leela's story ignited a fire in you, if you are ready to choose action over fear, then join our community. Subscribe to the channel right now and hit the notification bell so you never miss a lesson that helps you build your confidence,